Hello and welcome to week 2 of my development showcase for my games proposal project, in which I'm making a time trial JetBoot game. So this week was spent a lot more in engine compared to last week, which was planning and like briefly hopping in engine just to get the glide system set up. This week, as well as the glide, I have got the jetpack as well as the boost and like the way momentum's handled, as well as a few other blueprints here. So firstly, I'll just re-demonstrate the glide from last week. I tweaked the values a bit, but it functions the same. But the main thing is, of course, the jet boots, which when you left-click, fly, and as you can see in the top left, uses up fuel displayed by that meter. You can move while flying, and then glide out of a fly. But yeah, I set that up two different ways, but I ended up settling on a way that just launches the player. I did originally try messing around with like gravity scale again, like I did for the glide, but I didn't like the way it handled, I guess, and felt to move around with that system. And another thing here I added was, as I mentioned, the boost, which if, for example, you're just running, uses a bit of fuel, gives you like small boost forward. Now, the boost works a bit differently depending on the current player's condition. For example, if you're boosting with your glider out in the air, it sends you a bit more than if you're on the ground. Probably tweak this a bit more to make it launch you further, but I'll have to test that once I have like an actual level structure in. As well as that, if you boost while just like you're using the jetpack, well, jet boots to just go directly upwards, it gives you a more massive boost upwards, but of course you don't really have much control over that. It is a very big boost, so you could like overshoot your target. But yeah, so the way this these systems work and all intertwine with each other is very fun and nice to use now. Boosting out of like glides and just like jetpacking into a boost and, you know, stuff like that. It's very fun. Which is what I was going for, was a fun movement system. And actually, as I've accidentally displayed here, I set up these like bounce pads that will be placed around the level to launch the player whatever direction they were going when they move on it. And of course, it can also be used, for example, you put them on walls and then, you know, bounce off them, stuff like that, etc. Probably set that value a bit high to what it currently is for those ones, but it can be customized per instance. So, and then here, as you can see, I also just made some simple moving platforms that, of course, the actual level will probably be like a bit bigger, but just to demonstrate, like it moves currently up and down, could also do left to right, etc., etc. And also, I have somewhere around here, I just got up like a simple teleport system, which I will be using in this upcoming week of development. Where is it? Oh, it's all the way over here. But it's just a simple system that currently, when you collide with it, where is it? Oh, there it is. It teleports you here, which that system will be used for like A, I mean, if I just have like teleports in my level, and B, as the way that running into hazards works, which I'll build on that this week for the hazards, so that, for example, if you like, there's another moving platform like that, but there'll be a hazard moving platform, so it'd be like red to indicate it's bad in this blockout state. And if the player like touches that while they're gliding, boosting, whatever, through the level, it will teleport them back to like a set checkpoint location, which is what that system will be used for. But yeah, that is what I've been doing this week for development. A lot of in-engine stuff. That whole hazard system I've got pretty close on the wraparound. It's yeah. I'm using a lot of word to say basically it's nearly done. Probably could have had it done before I do this week 2 showcase, but I wanted to kind of keep this week 2 showcase authentic to what I have done during my second week, and not really like do second week plus, oh, at the start of the third week I finished off this. So, but in the third week development, you'll see that. as it is literally almost done, because I just need to combine like this moving thing here with like that teleport code to set up that. But yeah, and then of course for next week as well as getting that system set up, I'll have the power-ups, which should be just like jetpack refuel that you can grab mid-air, maybe like a speed boost temporarily or something as well, just stuff like that really. And then yeah, that'll be all the main mechanics done in week 3, and I can hopefully get started on maybe like main menu, blocking out levels of some kind, or something, whatever I'm feeling like working on and think would be best to do next afterwards. But yeah, that's really all I've got to say. That's kind of where I'm at. Week 2, end of what I've got done so far. Coming along pretty well, I'd say. I'm happy with my work, especially because this week, after I got like the jetpack system in with the glide, it felt a bit lackluster, admittedly, because I'm trying to focus on like fun movement mechanics there. It felt a bit, yeah, lackluster, and kind of, it was fun to like boost around and then glide around, but it felt vaguely disconnected despite how intertwined the systems were. But it all came together when I just added that boost feature in. Really just kind of further solidifies and connects all 3 movement systems into like one fluid, fun thing here, which I'm glad about. Seeing that come together was nice. But yeah, with that little talk there about that during development, I think that's really about it. The rest of it went pretty smoothly, just setting up the platform, the teleport, nothing really like revolutionary. But yeah, so I think that's where I'm going to end off here. Farewell.